All right, what is going on, guys? It's another YouTube video in the same location as yesterday. We got the living room. I'm actually recording this on the same exact day, but I'm just posting it on a different day. I kind of matrix trapped you into thinking that I posted it on a different day, but in reality, I literally just turned the camera off and I turned it on again, and now I got the same shirt on and the same outfit and everything. But what I wanted to touch on today, because I thought about it as I was recording the last video, is what it takes to make multiple six figures, if not seven figures, as a young adult or teenager or whatever you want to say, right? 18, 19, 20, up to like 25, 30, doesn't matter. My audience is probably like anywhere from 16 to 25 is my guess for my average audience. But if you're older, let me know in the comments, let me know. Maybe I'm helping you guys out too. But what I wanted to talk about, and because it's something I've been thinking about a lot recently, is like what it really takes to make that much money at a young age, right? And the reason I was kind of thinking about talking about this is because currently I live in Chicago, if you guys don't know. I live in Chicago, and right now Lollapalooza is going on. And so for the past 3-4 days, Lollapalooza is literally right outside my window. If you guys want to see it, I'll show you right now. Lollapalooza is literally outside my window. I can hear it going on right now as we speak. You can see the stage down there. There's a stage there. There's a stage all the way over there. If you look, I'll zoom in on it. Oh, I can't zoom. Hold on. I'll zoom in on it. You can see the stage all the way over there. This is the stage down here. You can see thousands of people, right? Thousands of people. And something I've been thinking about recently is like, what is the average person there? What is their mentality? What is their mindset? Right? Are those people that are successful, right? And not to shame anybody. There's probably plenty of successful people going to Lollapalooza. But from the people that I know, or that I see on Snapchat, or I see on Instagram, that I have mutual friends with, right? People that I see that are on average going there, right? The average person going to Lollapalooza. Are they successful? They're probably the same age as me, if not a little bit older, a little bit younger. Are they successful? Are they really doing the things that it takes to become successful if that's what they want? If that's not what you want, if you don't want to become successful, if you want to just live an average, mediocre life like everybody else, that's perfectly fine. I'm not going to hate on anybody. You can live your life the exact way that you want to, right? But for the people who want to become successful, who are there at Lollapalooza, who are not yet successful or who have not yet earned the right to be able to do things like that and enjoy the work that they've put in, what are they doing? What are you doing? Genuinely, what are you doing? You're at Lollapalooza at a festival getting drunk. When you're not rich, you want to be rich, you claim that you want all these things, but you're at a festival outside my window until 11 p.m. for 4 days in a row, getting drunk from Thursday to Sunday, wasting hours of your time. That's over 100 hours pretty much, if you're really counting it, right? 4 times 24, right? It's like 96 hours. You are wasting that amount of time at Lollapalooza when you are not yet rich, you are not yet where you think you want, you are not yet where you want to be, where you say you want to be. Your mom is still working, your dad is still working, and this isn't to say that you can't have fun, right? But like, what are your choices on a day-to-day basis? Not just when Lollapalooza comes to town, but what are your choices on a day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month basis? How consistent are you in whatever you are working towards as a man? Primarily, right, as a man who wants to be successful. What does your day look like? What do your choices look like? What does your environment look like on a normal basis, right? Who are the people you're hanging out with? What is your effort on a day-to-day for you, not regardless of what other people are doing? What is your day-to-day effort, and how are you holding yourself accountable? Those are the 3 things that I want to talk about, right? So for me, first thing is always going to be environment. Everything is environment. The people you're hanging out with, even your room, like even the things that you surround yourself with on a day-to-day basis, those things are super, super important. Whether you think they are or not, they are. I guarantee you they are, because I know for me, every time I change my environment, and it's not an environment that's conducive to me getting more work done, right? Like if I don't have my laptop, I don't have my phone, I don't have my proper things that I need to get work done, I'm around people who maybe don't have the same ambition as me, I'm usually not getting as much work done, or I'm not getting any work done in those environments, right? When I know in my heart deep down that I want to be successful and I need to surround myself with the right type of people and the right environment to get to that point, right? So if you're hanging out with people who want to go to Lollapalooza and they want to go to a party every single weekend, if they want to go to parties on weekdays, if they're in college, if they're just drinking all the time, if that's the environment and the people that you put yourself around all the time, you most likely are going to turn into one of those people, or you're going to have the same habits, the same mindset, the same actions as those people. That's just the truth. If I were to hang out with 4 millionaires every single day, which I hang out with a small amount of millionaires, and I have a very small circle, and some of them are millionaires at a similar age, if not a little bit older, some a little bit younger than me. And if you were to hang out with, like, and I do hang out with those people. I hang out with those people, right? Those people push me every single day to be like, you know what, Riley, you are not doing enough, right? I talked about in my last video, I made $65K in the month of July. Last year I had $500 to my name, maybe, in the month of July. So in the last year I've made a big change, right? And the biggest change in that has been like the people I've hung out with. And through that time, I've found people that I hang out with who say that they want to be successful, and then I see their actions, and then I see where they are now over the course of that year. They're in the exact same spot, and they're still saying the exact same things. But their actions have not changed either, right? You can say that you want something, and then take an action to achieve it, and continue to take that action until you achieve it, and you're going to achieve it, right? If you continue to take action towards that thing, you're going to achieve it. But then I see people who say they want something, they don't change their action, they say that they want it throughout the entire time, and then a year later they're at the same exact spot. And they're going to continue to do that. And a lot of the times those people say that they want it just to give themselves the dopamine of like the fact that they're working towards something. They'll go to the gym twice in a week and be like, you know what, I'm going to be the next Mr. Olympia, right? Like if you wanted to be the next Mr. Olympia and you went to the gym twice a week, 8 times a month, you would never reach that goal. I'm sorry, you just would not. Because your actions have not allowed you to reach that goal. Your actions are not conducive to you getting to that goal. So what you need to do is you need to change your actions to get to that point, right? And there's going to be people in your life who don't do that. Okay? So you know what your action can be because of those people is you don't have to cut them off. You don't have to slime out your day ones like everyone says. But what you can do is you can distance yourself from those people. You can love them from a distance. You can be like, hey, I really appreciate you. You're a good friend. You're awesome. I'm not going to have anything negative to say about you, but maybe I'm not going to hang out with you as much, right? Because I have something I need to do, and I've seen that what you've needed to do this entire time has not been accomplished because of your own actions. I don't want to be on that path. I don't want to be in the same spot as you. So what I need to do is I need to distance myself and find a new group of people, or just do it on my own for a little bit and progress that way, right? That's what I had to do. I have plenty of friends that I still love, and I still text every once in a while, but I don't hang out with them every single day like I used to, right? Because those people aren't aligned on the same path as me. And there's nothing wrong with that. They can choose to live their life the way they want to. I'm going to choose to live my life the way I want to. And now I have a group of friends, a closer group of friends, right, that I know in my circle who are successful, and all of them are successful, right? Majority of my friends are successful. And I hang out with those people because I know that they're going to propel me to get to the next level. And maybe that's selfish, but at the end of the day, that's what I need to do, okay? So environment is going to be huge. Environment's going to be huge. Second thing that I talked about, right? Your actions, your effort towards the next goal that you have, right? Your action needs to change. I talked about it a little bit, right? But let's say you want to be a day trader, okay? I'm a day trader, obviously. This account's all about day trading. My entire profile on Instagram, TikTok, everything, it's all about day trading, right? As a day trader, this is what you would need to do to become successful. One, you need to find a good mentor. You need to find that mentor and find the videos that they have to learn that strategy. Let me just give an example of like what I would do as an absolute beginner, right? Like I've already talked about this in another video. Watch the TJR bootcamp, find a mentor, stick to the mentor strategy, backtest, and make sure that that model works, okay? 5 steps, super simple. Now, let's say I put myself in that situation, right? Let's say my mentor, for example, me, I'm a mentor. I go live 1 to 2 times every single day. As someone who is my student, if you were really dedicated, you would think that you would have access to all those live streams, all those recordings that I make 1 to 2 every single day. You would think that as someone who is dedicated to getting better, you would be watching those videos on a daily basis as they come out, right? Because I'm your mentor. I'm the person who's teaching you. You have access to those videos. You should be watching them every single fucking day. You should be active in the Discord. You should know exactly what I'm doing. You should know why I took the trade that I took that day. You should know how I can improve. You should know why I trade my model the way that I trade it, right? You should be back testing my model. You should be making sure that you understand every single part, right? And if you're a one-on-one student, you should be reaching out to me on any question that you don't know. Any question. And I guarantee you majority of the questions you have are in the recording. So if you watch all the recordings, you wouldn't have that question in the first place. But let's say you do have a question that I don't go over in my recordings, okay? You should be asking me. You should be using every single resource that you have to become successful, right? And day trading is the example we're using, right? So the videos, the backtesting software, the mentor that you have, the pre-recorded like live streams, the actual live streams, if you're able to tune into them live every single day, tune into them. You should be perfectly fine if you use all those resources, right? And then if you don't understand, reach out to the person who knows how to do it the right way, which is me, right? Those are your actions that you can take to become successful, right? So that's the second thing, taking actions every single day, right? And making sure that the actions that you take are getting you to that end goal, right? Of profitability, of making money, of making your first 10K, your 20K, your 50K, your 100K. Maybe quitting your job and making day trading your full-time thing. All of your actions day to day are going to make you get or not get to that goal, okay? And there's other actions that come into it as well as far as like discipline, right? Like you should be going to the gym, you should have a good diet, you should do all those things that it takes to be a disciplined human being and a disciplined man. That's what I believe. You should be doing all those things, okay? I go to the gym pretty much every single day, 5 to 6 days a week. I take my supplements, I eat protein, I try to stick to a good consistent diet. Something I need to work on, me taking my own accountability, is I need to drink more water and I need to be more consistent about my calorie intake. I need to eat the same amount of calories more often instead of fluctuating, right? So I can keep my body composition in a good spot, okay? That's my own things I need to work on. Those are things that I am taking action on currently, right? My sleep is another thing. It's another thing I need to take accountability on, right? So those are things that I need to work on, right? You're never gonna not have something to work on. You could be a billionaire and you could have things that you need to work on, okay? So, second thing, right? The action every single day, discipline, routine, you should be in that space. I don't remember what the third thing was that I said at the beginning of this video, but at the end of the day, the entire point of this video is to talk about what it takes to become successful, okay? It takes all those things I just talked about, right? Not surrounding yourself with the wrong people, being in an environment where you feel like you can get the most work done, having all your things that you need to do to get work done, whether that's your computer, your phone, your notebook, everything. You need to have your phone and your computer charged if you're on vacation. You need to distance yourself from your family for a little bit, right? Be able to have that time to trade, be able to have that time to study, be able to have that time to backtest, all that kind of stuff. You need to be prepared every single day in the situation and the environment that you're in to get that work done. Every single day you need to have that opportunity and have that discipline to be able to get the things done that need to be done to get to your end goal, right? Are you surrounding yourself with people who are at Lollapalooza getting drunk, talking about how they want to make their first 5K in a month for the last year? Or are you around people who are sitting in the fucking 67th floor, way above everybody, talking about how they're going to get more rich than making 65K in a month? Who are you surrounding yourself with, right? And if you're watching this video and you're like, fuck this guy, he thinks that he's better than people because they're going to Lollapalooza. Yeah, I do. Those people are getting poorer and poorer every day and are going to continue to go to college and continue to want to do the same exact thing that everybody else, all their friends do, right? And they're going to get a business degree and do whatever. And then they're going to keep hitting me up on Snapchat and telling me, oh, I want to lock in, bro. I want to lock in, bro. Okay, cool. I have $100. I have $100. Sorry, bro. I tried to help you out. I told you what you needed to do. I give you all the resources for free and for a paid service. I give you all the resources and you decide not to make the change. So I don't feel bad for you when you're not in the position you want to be in. I'm sorry. Call me an asshole. Call me egotistical. Call me whatever you want to call me. But the reality is I put in the work when you didn't, and that's why I am where I am, and that's why I'm going to continue to be where I'm at. And that's why God's going to continue to bless me, because I'm going to continue to give Him thanks and continue to give Him all the glory and all the validation, or whatever you want to say. I'm going to give Him all the credit for everything I've accomplished. And I'm going to continue to take my own action, not only just give thanks to Him and believe in Him and believe in, His plan for me, but I'm also going to take my own daily action to make sure that what I'm asking for is actually going to become a reality, because I've put in the time and the effort and the work. Lucky people aren't lucky. They just tried enough times to where one day it clicked. Okay? And the universe and God is going to reward you with luck when you put in the time and the effort. The luckiest people that I know are not lazy people. They put in time and effort and work. Okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give me more video ideas. I ask for it every single day. Please, please, please give me more video ideas. I'm gonna continue to be consistent and post for you guys. I really appreciate you guys all tuning in and watching. And yeah, I really hope that this video helped out. If you have any questions for me, please let me know. I'll do a Q&A video pretty soon here. And yeah, all my links will be in the description. Peace out.